Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Parkitect. Today's beverages. A very nice cranberry juice. Very refreshing indeed. So welcome back to the game where in the previous episode we were, again, making changes to the vertical drop coaster, only a small one there. Tried to make some sort of enclosure which ended up just being a warehouse, so I removed most of that. We placed the odd ride here and there, and then finally made the safari ride, which has actually got a couple of people going on it. In this episode, more building, more changes, and probably some more monorails. And when I say more, I mean at least one, because we've not got any at all. So over here then, we're going to do a bit of a right click on the safari ride, which sadly will kick people off it, and we're going to go ahead and place some bumps. So you can place bumps along the way and it'll sort of make the vehicles rock back and forward there, and I like the idea of having a couple of bumps here and there as we go around these places. I don't think it alters the ride too much in terms of its rating, but we shall see. So I'm just going to place a couple of these bumps in here, just maybe a couple there so it's bumping on that side. That is fine as we go around here as well, and it does definitely alter the look of the ride as it goes up and down. As I said, I don't know if it alters much the rating, but we shall check later on. So just put a couple of these in here. I'm just placing them in random places just to get, like I say, a bit of a sort of rocking going. And I like the idea of maybe rocking it so it's pushing towards the edge there, so yeah, maybe that one there as well, and you'll be able to see when the blueprint comes along what actually happens there as well. But this should be about right, and then maybe that one there. Right, let's just go back and we'll open this up. If I check the rating, it says that it is an excitement rating of high, intensity low, nausea very low, decoration high. So putting in those bumps has not affected it because it didn't alter the test results. So I think it is just a visual thing, but we'll see what it looks like when we zoom in. So the car comes along and the wheels hit it and just sort of bumps around, and you can see the suspension working out quite well. Also, a couple of people have suggested, which is a very good idea, to put some animals around this safari ride. And also another follow-up saying, can you place like targets? No, it's not like a shooting thing, it's more of a safari, like check out this sort of area type of ride. That's all it is. It's not like a drive here, shoot animal or target and continue going on. There is a ride like that. It is, if we go over to our rides and then water rides, there is the, where is it, the splash battle. So it's better in higher temperatures, and what happens is you place targets around the place so people can shoot at those with a little sort of water spray gun things. Anyway, over to our decoration and down to our, I was looking for animals, but the only ones I can find are actually sculptures. So you've got elephants, giraffes, horses, etc. So I'm going to place a lion. It's just ready to pounce on this other side here as you come along there. So we'll place a lion in there. That's fine. This should obviously alter the decoration. We're going to place a snake maybe here. So it's actually not, because it's further down. Maybe a giraffe would be better. Yeah, giraffe would be better, so we'll place one there. We'll place a horse that's just sort of, I mean, where can we place a horse? Well, we can technically place it anywhere. Maybe a snake deep in this sort of grassy area here. I'll place a horse just sort of chilling out on the corner, and we've got snake, giraffe, horse, lion. There's only an elephant that we've yet to place, which maybe over here, maybe here. Yeah, I should have really placed it in an area that's sort of a little bit easier. So maybe there is a good place for the elephant. Yeah, and then the horse can go maybe in this area too. And that may have altered the decoration. It has... No, it hasn't altered the decoration to anything other than high, so it's still there. And what else can we place in here to try and increase the decoration? You've got like cow skulls and things like that. Those tend to, you know, make things a little bit better. Maybe that should suffice. No, it's still a rating of high. I have got one up to a very high rating before. There's an all-terrain car. Let's put like a couple of these just like dotted around as well. So as if like these are like spare ones or ones that have like maybe crashed. Oh yeah, well what we'll do is we'll make like some rocks and we'll like crash one into the side. So we'll place like this one here. Oh no, it wouldn't work there. I was going to say we'll place it there because it's if it's crashed off coming out of one of these areas. But that obviously will not work because well, you wouldn't be able to see it from there. So maybe if we go to alteration of the land, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, it's sort of what I wanted to do. I wanted to reduce this a little bit so I can place some rocks in that corner, which I will do now. I'll go for, where is it? It is rocks, and then you've got like these large rocks here. Rock, a small rock. I need a large rock. That's a fairly large rock. What we could do is make like a sort of combined bit like this, and we've had one of those. There's one as well, like that, followed by like a one there and there, yeah, and then maybe like a couple sort of dotted around there, like so. I actually quite like the look of that. That's not too bad. Get rid of that one just to, like say, make the rocks look a little bit more detail, perhaps. Maybe rotate that around so it's not identical to the one right next to it. Okay, there we go, and then we're going to go to our cloning, and then we're going to put that so it's like crashed into the side of that. So yeah, we can see it's crashed into the side, and then if we check out our probably emitters, and then there's smoke emitters, and I'm just going to put that smoke underneath the bonnet there, and there you go, we've got some smoke coming out of there. Oh, actually, can we put some sparks as well? We put some things that are like sparking, and we got fire. Do you want to place some fire maybe on this? Yes, that just comes up from the bonnet there. That's pretty good. And also a spark emitter, which we'll place once again a little bit under. Would you be able to see it though if it was there? Maybe there should be fine. And there you go. So we've got the odd spark that's coming off it. It's very hard to see, but it does work. And then you've got a bit of fire and then a bit of smoke there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And all that has meant that the decoration hasn't moved. So time well spent, I find. Right, so I can't believe that all of that has not altered the decoration. So that is now in. Let's place another ride, and I think I'm going to go with maybe a chill ride, because why? Actually, no. What I'm going to do is put another one of these motion simulators in. The motion simulator is currently playing the first Starfighter, so I'm going to place another one in, and it's going to be in rides, and then in the chill one, the motion simulator here, which we'll put in, say, there. Oh, actually, that's a bit of an issue. Maybe entrance there, exit can go in here, and I'll have to then obviously run the paths around it. So the first path will go in here. That'll connect up to there. I'm also going to have to alter some of the other stuff as well to make this actually fit in. That can go there, followed by along there, and then back over, like so. Actually, just this should be perfectly acceptable, and then that's now in. This is going to play instead of the last Starfighter. It's going to play probably Star Force, because why not? And I'm going to put it up to 5, whereas the other one is 6, but obviously this one is a little bit shorter in terms of the ride duration. Over to our object cloning here. I'm just going to delete a couple of these because I want to, well, not have them sort of stick inside here, and there we go. That is about right. And what I'm also going to do is just clone some of these flower beds, because it's not something we've really been placing a lot of as of late, because, well, for no particular reason really, but we just haven't. So I'm just going to place a couple of these around, and it does look quite nice and give you some, just gives it a little bit extra as we sort of place them around the start and the entranceways there. Sometimes we can place them around and under here, but I don't think that is really necessary. That should be about right. We'll place a couple around here, like I say, just try to make it look a little bit different, a little bit more colourful perhaps. And there we go. I'm going to also clone this one here as well, and give our guests some rain protection, as often they try to go on these rides when it is raining. That is often the point in them visiting these things. So there we go, that is now in. Just double checking, this is a very high excitement. So has the excitement gone up? I think the excitement might have gone up actually. I think it was high previously if I recall correctly, which I probably don't because of virus and brain fog. Intensity is low, nausea very low, decoration is high. This thing is very high excitement, extreme intensity, excuse me, medium nausea and medium decoration, but it also has 30 people in the queue. Wow. Let's put the prices up there. So we got another ride and some more changes to the safari rides. You can see the bumps here as let's just rotate this thing goes around. So there's, oh yeah, like that. It's really good, that. I like the way the suspension's actuating as well. Okay, so we have a couple of things that we can do. We have water over here with, whoa, loads of people wanting to go on that one. Let me put the price up just a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I'm going to double the price. Over to our boats here, and I mean, I've got these rowboats. Do you want to put in some bumper boats? It is possible. Yeah, I think I do want to put in some bumper boats, and then extend that to there, because why not? Entrance will go in the front. So the exit is a bit of a problem. Oh no, it's not. We can have an exit in here. I'm going to change this. Entrance will go in here. The exit will go there. And the way we're going to do this is by building that along to there, which is fine. The entranceway will come along and across, and then along to there, and connect up to that section, which is now fine, and we'll now open those up as well. So we've got some more stuff there. That is good. I'm going to go for, again, some more decoration on this one. And oh yes, I haven't actually put any decoration above the safari ride to sort of stop any rain, because I believe it is one of those rides that people like to go on when it's raining, so it would be worth me doing that. I haven't also placed any lanterns in here, so I'll just place some around the outside like that. I can't remember the internals, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there we go. So we place them along. See, they actually go diagonal if we need to, but actually I'm not a big fan of that. It's actually, it does work. It does work. And there we go. And when it gets dark, you can see the benefit of that. Right, so from here then, we're going to go to this safari ride and obviously change the colours to like a more sort of greyish green. Do we have like a brownish colour? Yeah, that seems to work okay. It's not ideal, and obviously we do lose a little bit of colour by covering it up, but we also gain rain coverage, which we check on the left hand side. We can check the rain decoration, rain protection should I say. Oh, this doesn't have rain protection. Oh, my mistake, it doesn't have rain protection. So in that case, I think I will remove those, because I just prefer it being open. Yeah, obviously the things are open topped, so there's no rain protection at all. That makes perfect sense. Let's see what we can do then. Okay, that's in. That's done. What was I going to do? Hey, there's all the fireworks going off there. Good grief. I was going to try and look at them, but we went in the wrong one. But you can see from the top here, this is our vertical drop ride. All the smoke at the bottom there and all the cars going around, and it's dark, so all the headlights are on. It's pretty good. Excuse me. Okay, so in terms of progress that we are needing, I'm noticing a couple of things. Firstly, no benches and seating around here, so I'm going to do that. Secondly, I think I want to make it so that we have a monorail in and around this place. I think that would be a prudent option. Place those in there, place those in there. You can also place some on this side as well, and then like maybe a bin. There, we got a bin there, that's fine. And there we go. So, we need a couple of things. Firstly, this is the only place where people eat. I want another one of those, and I want it over here. Secondly, we need to put a monorail in, because when people are coming from the entrance of the park to get to sit over here, it's quite a journey. So I want to have a monorail that comes from this side, along here, along this path, and either in here, or most likely, I'm going to have the monorail come along, over all of this, between these two rides, round the back, getting lower down here, because this is pretty much a dead area, and then slowly come into this side. That's my plan. Let's see if any of that comes to fruition. I need to also think about the connections of the park, so we need to make sure that that there is how it's going to go straight, so we can sort of cover this up from this area. I mentioned about maybe going around and underneath here, what I'm going to have to do is have a lower down section here. Like a little trench, and to be fair, it already is a little trench anyway. And then go underneath this safari ride. That's reasonable. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. Anyway, over to our blueprints and to the Square Shops version 2. This is same as Square Shops version 1, apart from it is now actually working properly, and we can place it in a number of places, but I think probably the best place for it would be over here where I'm trying to place it now. And I mean, there would function, but it's just a little bit too close. I think there. So there's a lot of money spent, but also a lot of money potentially gained as well from the food that we are going to distribute. So over to our connections, and this is where I spend about 50 minutes trying to get this connection right and end up messing it up, because of course I do. So this is going to come down along to here. I'm going to then go down to... Oh, sorry, no, is it up? From here, it is 2.5. So we need to go to... So down... Can it not go down? If I'm there? 2.5. Straight, no, delete. Straight. Along there. Have a turn. And then let's just click and drag, and it should be connected up to the system. It is now connected up to the system. Brilliant. Okay, so because of this, and because of all of the changes that this is going to implement in terms of logistics. Staff, I want 2 more janitors. I want 1, 2, 3 more haulers, and another mechanic, another security, and because of the site, we'll just go with another entertainer as well. So all that's now in, and this is going to start selling some goods, which is what we want to see. We're going to have the path come along and then connect up to that. This one, then, we don't necessarily need to go that way. We have other options, and maybe that's where we put the monorail. But let's go ahead and think about this monorail. So, it's something that we planned for right at the start of the series, sort of 7 or 8 episodes ago, and it is classed as a transport ride. And the way it works is, essentially, it'll take people from here to wherever. So, I'm going to place it there, and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... for the size of the monorail, and then that's going to go up and over all of this terrain. Now, I might level off there and go around, and that's... Ooh, that's very close to that thing. Let me perhaps... can we level off there and go straight across? We can. And then there's many schools of thought when it comes to building the monorail. So people say, you know, don't place it over like pathways and such, because it won't be very good. I actually don't mind placing it over pathways. I like the idea of it going there and going over other rides. Look, that's really low, because it means that then the visitors can look at what's being ridden on, and then they obviously can make decisions on what they want to attend. Now, that is obviously a narrative that is not enforced in the game, I should point out. But what I do like the idea of, as I said, is this monorail, as it stands, the decoration will be good because it's coming over around here. I actually really like the way it is, and I've thought that if I reduce the height a little bit here, we can really bring it down and have the entrance in here, and it can just connect up through this way, and it means we don't have to bring it that far. That's probably alright. So let me delete this a little bit further. I'm going to go over to maybe this section and start coming down like so. Now, naturally, it won't be able to run over all of this. Maybe a little bit further forward and then turn. Then we're going to start coming down. One less, then straight. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it will then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it can go back up and on. So that's not, it's like, that's not where it ends, so that's perfect. Right, we'll put an entrance and an exit in here. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We could put a tunnel straight underneath here. That is perfectly acceptable if we wanted to do that. Or we can just cut the land back a little bit I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to go the opposite, and I'm instead going to creep the land forward a little bit, just so we get more of a tunnel going, and it'll maybe look a bit interesting. Maybe I don't know. Either way, it's what we're doing. So there we go. So from here, we need to have our entrance. So it'll be pathing there, which will go down by 1 and then go straight. And then go up. Whoa, that's a bit sharp, isn't it? Like that. That's pretty much what I wanted. So that's fine. And a similar thing for our entrance. Down 1. Straight to there. Up to there. Then straight. And it's done the thing that I really thought it was not going to do, but obviously it has. And we'll get that open in a second, because I haven't got an entrance over here. And I almost forgot about that. So all these bits here, these sort of scaffolding sections that were really ugly and are really ugly on the first image of the... It's the first image you see on the series, which is pretty bad. Yeah, this is going to go in here, and then the exit... It'll go in there. So the exit will just run up to there. The entrance way I'm going to bring along, across, and then to there. And then it's going to go down and to that side as well. And what we'll do, because we can, is clone this. This is our map here. And we're going to put a couple of maps in there. I like the idea of the maps in there. So it means that people can check the map out to see where they want to go, and obviously there's now a monorail that'll allow you to go wherever you need to go. Right, we will check the monorail out. We have a monorail cars. We can have extra cars per train, or we can have multiple trains. We're just going to have extra cars on that, and we're opening it. And there we go. There's our monorail. We now have a monorail that's going to go all the way along. Now, because this ride is a... because it is a ride that is good when it's raining, I am naturally going to put some cover over this, and I'm going to do... Oh, I don't technically have to do much over here, because the majority of it is underground anyway. So there's the monorail, and there we go. We now have a monorail coming, and not only are the people going to travel from the entranceway over to the back here, they're going to go the other way as well. They're going to go in this to head back to the entrance. So, brilliant. That's a monorail. Okay. I think, because we can, we're going to place a really big ride on the top there. It's just a sort of centerpiece, really. There's a G-lock. We've already got a G-lock in the park. I like the way when you mouse over it, it tells you if you already got one. So we've got a G-lock in here. We don't have a swinging ship. We don't have a turbine. A topple tower you can't really place because it leans so much to one side. It really has a big area around it that you just can't go near. That's a bit too small. I need a really big base. It does tell us the base dimensions, I'm sure, on most of these. So it'll say... no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. 4x4. So 6x6, 3, 5x5. That could be okay. A heartbreaker. No, 5x5 for the orbiter, but we've got one. Starflyer. That'll be good. Oh, that's going to look brilliant up there. Oh, that's happening. Okay, so it's going to go in here, like that. Whoa, see how much it really kicked out the scenery around it. Excellent. Okay, so the entrance will go in here, and the exit can go... I don't like the idea of the exit going right next to that monorail. It just seems to be like a big issue. Like, people are going to get confused where they're supposed to go. And I don't like that. That can go in there, and for this, come along there, along there, down, and then into there. That's interesting, and we'll open it up, and there's our starflyer. So essentially it's just a sort of swing ride where it spins round, but it also goes right up to the top there. The rating is high, low, 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 apparently. Obviously the decorations we haven't placed in, so I will have to do some decoration, so we'll do that now by going to deco. And cloning, as you probably are aware, cloning some of these lovely, lovely lanterns, which gives it some colour, some freshness. There we go. And then in there as well. Might as well do the exit. Why not? And I actually like it there as well. Yep, that's pretty good. Okay, so that is now in. I want to put some decoration around this. And let's see if we can see this. Oh yeah, there it is working. So it's spinning around. You can actually ride on it. So you press R with the mod that I'm using, and you can see we're on the we're on this as we sort of spin around. Sadly, the draw distance is fairly poor there, but not a big drama. Right, okay, so that is now in. I'm pretty happy with that. I want to probably put some fountains in or something, just to make this place look a little bit better. Like that. Although I'm not a big fan of the fountains up the top there, maybe. I'm just cloning those, maybe the flower beds as well. Maybe a couple of flower beds up the top there. That's fine. In fact, I actually really like the flower beds around the outside, like that. That's quite nice. Not going to place them on the back here. Wow, that's filled up quickly, hasn't it? People are really liking that for $3.50. Let's put the price up. How are we doing for this? 23 guests on the ride, 2 in the queue. It's pretty good. You got on-ride photo price as well. The vertical drop, there's 30 people on it. It's working. It really is working. People love that. Oh, wow. Okay, these rowboats as well. Putting the rowboats up, and we're certainly putting the bumper boats up, which have now pretty much bricked this entire side. How are we doing for this miniature railway? Not very good. Not very good. This is still got a couple of people on it. A couple of people on that one. A couple of people on that one. Wow. Yeah, let's reduce the price of that. How's the go-karts? Go-karts are still okay. High, medium, very low. Yeah. And we've got this thing, which is very high rating for the excitement. Low intensity, very low nausea, high decoration. And extreme. Well, medium nausea, so that's pretty good. Okay, that's now in. I think another loo is in order, and the loo's going to go in here. I think that is reasonable. So blueprints, square bogs, like so. Oh, it fits in absolutely beautifully. There we are. And now what I'll do is mess up the ground. Nope, it actually worked fine. Followed by the connection, which is 3.5, this one. So it's going to go there. Which go down. Why can't it go? Oh! Right. Problems. The reason I can't connect that up is that we have a... Oops, we have a problem. There we go. It's because there's this walkway goes down there. That's why that's happened. Alright, fine. So that's now in. This is good. I was going to do another thing that was cloning. And it was cloning the map board to place some more map boards around the place. So one there and one there. You can see loads of people coming on and off the monorail, which is good. There's an information kiosk there and this little park thing that we've got going on. But I'm aware that I don't have map boards everywhere. So I'm really trying to place some map boards around the areas here. Maybe remove that. Put a map board in there. And put a map board in here. I also haven't got any photo spots, but I don't think it matters too much. Okay. That is now done. So we got another toilet. More eateries. This is filling up. What about the monorail? Yeah, it's 15 guests on the ride, 14 in the queue. Apparently it's got a high excitement Low intensity, very low nausea rating with medium decoration. Wow. Where is it? Just pulling into the station there. Which, for some reason, sort of bumped off the end and now is heading along. And because it's so low to the ground, it's getting, like I say, that increased decoration. And then it's going to come down. It's going to slow down a bit. We can hear a gentle hum as well with the monorail. And then stop there. Opens up. And then people get off. And go underground. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, put the hands up. Yeah. People really like this thing. Good grief. Goes high, doesn't it? How high is that going? Up to here. And then spins right round. Right, I hope the cable's been tensioned correctly. Because otherwise, that's a serious, serious issue. People are loving that. Brilliant. Okay. So yeah, loads of people going on that already. 24 guests on the ride and 12 in the queue. And obviously, because it's now connected to the monorail network, people can get over here very quickly. What about the junior coaster? Wow, 33 people on the ride and 30 odd in the queue. Let's put the price up for that one a little bit. We are making all kinds of money. I say that, I think we started with 10 grand. We've got 6 grand. But this was 2 grand. And this was, I don't know how much that was, but it wasn't cheap, was it? It was, how much? Nearly 2 grand as well, plus the monorail. So we've spent a lot, but I think we spent in the correct places. Okay, so one final thing before we knock the episode on its head there. What I'm going to do is just place some more trees in and around the area. We've got a couple of areas that are a little bit sort of, well, not covered in trees. So, not going to overdo it, but basically, just want to get some more greenery in here. That. It's just so it's, say, rated a little bit highly, and it's not as plain. Like that. Not going to bother with this section in the middle, because we're going to have our walkway going underneath anyway. I'm very proud of that there, that sort of crashed car thing. Not the fact that I made a crashed car, but it looks like there's a car crash. But yeah, it just gives it a little bit of added decoration. I quite like that. There we are. Cool extra bits in here. More trees. Stuff around here. Basically anywhere where there's like a section that we haven't got some like greenery. It's nice just to place these to make it nice and colourful, you see. Now some of it we can't place because of the size. That's fine, it is what it is. I'm also not too concerned, as you may be aware, of the exact placement of things. It's mainly, does it look good from this angle? Because that's the default angle that we look at, you see. And there we go. Right, so that's a bit more greenery in. Couple of frames lost, I'm guessing. Is there anything else that we can place? Well, it's getting fairly cramped, isn't it? So, what I need to do is think about expansion. So, well, I say expansion. We've expanded quite a bit in the middle and over the right-hand side. I'm very close to the end. I don't know if you know, this is the border of the park here. And we've still got all this to buy. It's unlikely that we will get much of it bought at all because, well, we've already got a fairly decent park so far anyway. But I think we're going to leave it there for now, and next episode we might look at expanding over here, because obviously there's all this land here that we haven't touched, and this big forest, and I'm very tempted, see this ball we've got here, to sink that right down by 4 or 5 deep, fill it with water, and all we're going to get rid of this forest, which is a shame. So maybe I have to make my own ball around here bordering the forest. And we have a big water ride in there. Specifically, I'm thinking of the splash battle. That might be quite interesting. Or we could connect to this and drop this down in here. But it means a big walkway. But then we could use monorails as well. Either way, I think we should expand to the left, whether it be with a coaster or some such thing. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the episode. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.